quick thoughts on how we can use global data to find local solutions to our educational problems. And I'm not thinking about the internet. I'm thinking about the data which examination boards collect every year. Every year they collect huge amounts of data, so large that what they do after 6 months is throw it all away so that they've then got room for the next set of data. So the boards on the whole see themselves as serving the needs of individual students. And their processes are designed to make sure that they don't lose any pieces of paper. So they handle millions of pieces of paper. They spend a lot of time making sure that they don't lose them. They spend very little time evaluating what is written on the pieces of paper. I mean, that is not their main objective. So that's the global data that I have in mind. It's data about hundreds of thousands of students. And what the problem with those data is that they are unexamined. I've got two very simple suggestions. What the examination boards do is they add up the columns. They add up question by question, subject by subject, to arrive at a label for a child. What's much more interesting is to add up, they add up the rows to do that. Much more interesting is to add up the columns, and then we begin to see that which is understood, that which is at least known, that which can be applied, and more importantly, that which is not understood, which hasn't been applied, and which hasn't in fact probably been taught. So the question totals tell us much more than the person totals. And we can mine those data at a variety of levels. We feed back to each school its question totals in each subject, compared to the national average. But we also feed back to district offices the performance of the schools within their district. And we feed to the ministry the performance of the curriculum. Which parts of the curriculum are working, which parts of the curriculum are not working, and most important, which parts of the curriculum are not even being taught because the teachers have decided that there is a faster way. So you have a data set and you can mine it. The second radical suggestion is that we seem to be obsessed with central tendencies. And in fact, the stories that we got this morning from the bureaucrats who were planning education for the future of India were all about aggregates, all about 38% of kids will do this, and 27% will do that, and 46% will do that. Aggregates are very useful for some purposes. But I work in Pakistan. In Pakistan, you get the same rhetoric about the importance of teachers as we've been hearing this morning. But the teachers are treated abominably. They really are not valued in any real sense. In fact, it is thought that they all need to be retrained. And training is the buzzword. What we try to do is we're not trying to train teachers, because by and large, the people who train teachers are out of touch with the classroom. They are teacher trainers. They don't live in classrooms. so they don't know what classrooms are like. And classrooms are changing very rapidly at the moment, as this gentleman has just said. So, what we try to do is we try to capture the best ideas of the teachers who are preparing kids for our exams. So we don't look at the central tendency, we look at the outliers. If you're told that your teaching force is pretty miserable, then you don't want to look for your average teacher. You want to look for a teacher who is raising their head above the parapet. It's very easy to do. I mean, if you just put your data through Microsoft Excel and ask for a block and whisker graph, you will get something that you can see on the screen there. And if there is an outlier, and there isn't always an outlier, you will see a little dot, or a little couple of dots, and it will tell you where those dots are. And that's what you're looking for. What we find is that we're examining usually 8 subjects in a school. If you take 7 schools, 8 subjects being taught, you are likely to find 1 outlier. You're finding about 1 teacher in 50. But when you find them, you have not yet solved your problem, because they're not very good at telling you why they are outliers. Teachers on the whole, everywhere, and certainly in Pakistan, are very rarely given the opportunity to walk away from their own classroom. And so they don't have a lot of knowledge of what is normal. They think what they do is normal. So if you then go to one of these outliers, they will wonder what it is that you're interested in, because what they do is to them normal. And what you have to do is you have to bring them together with a group of other teachers. And then they rapidly discover that there is something that they're doing which is not normal, but which is effective. And so what you have to do is not talk to the teacher, but you've got to eavesdrop while the teacher talks to other teachers. And of course, in that conversation, everybody's a winner. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Just a final thought. We try, and we're researching this particular strategy, and we've called it fused, because we're trying to fuse together that wisdom, formative uses of summative examination data. Thank you.